Let's continue our discussion of the air handling unit by tackling each activity that is required in the AHU one at a time. The sensors and devices will be placed according to the AHU flow diagram so that we can connect the AHU to the controller. This is a flow diagram for an air handling unit. So task number 1, we need to monitor the filter status. When filter gets dirty or blocked by dust, sensor will energize and it will give a block filter alarm. Zooming in the image, we can see here the primary filter or the aluminum filter and the secondary filter or the bag filter. This is the direction of the air in the AHU system. Direction of the air is one factor to consider when installing a sensor. Our task is to monitor the filter status. So analyzing its function, it was dealing with two air pressure before and after the filter. So a differential pressure switch is what we need in this situation. The differential pressure switch will activate and send a signal to the controller if ever the pressure after the filter drops. That was an indication that filter was blocked or dirty. Positive and negative pressure connections are available for differential pressure switches. The filter's upstream pressure should be linked to the positive port and the negative port should be connected to the downstream pressure of the filter. Let's find out the differences between these two connecting ports. First, I will set the pressure set point to 200 Pascal. Then let's connect an air plastic tube to the negative port and let's apply negative air pressure. As we discussed earlier, terminal 1 and 2 is normally close contact. So if we apply negative pressure, contacts 1 and 2 will open. And terminal 1 and 3, normally open contact, will close. For the positive port, same thing will happen, but this time positive air pressure should be supplied to the port. As you can hear a switching sound coming from the differential pressure switch, it is switching high and low during air pressure applied to the sensor. This will be the application of differential pressure switch in monitoring a filter. This one for pre-filter and the other one for bag filter. As you can see, the positive port air tubing is connected to the positive side of the filter and the negative port is connected to the other side, which is the negative side of the filter. We gathered actual air pressure reading on each connecting ports to see what is the difference. Before pre-filter, we've got 20 Pascal air pressure coming from fresh air inlet duct. And after air passing through the pre-filter, it becomes 55 Pascal. Take note that the source of air supply for this unit is coming from fresh air and taken by the supply fan, where the supply fan is located right here. When supply fan run, it will take air pressure from here, so this area have a negative air pressure. Air pressure after filter is higher than the air pressure before the filter, because filter holds the air to filter dust and air pressure is developing on this area. For bag filter, we've got 55 Pascal air pressure, and then after bag filter, air pressure reading is 93 Pascal. Now, the difference of this data, air pressure before and after the filter, will be the switching point of the differential pressure switch. Looking back to the datasheet, each device has a unique switching difference value depending on the part number. As shown in the graph, for QBM81-10, if switching point or set point is 400 Pascal, the switching difference is around 45 Pascal. Our set point for the differential pressure switch in our previous sample is 200 Pascal, corresponds to a switching difference of 42 Pascal. So if difference between the two air pressure of filter before and after reach 42 and above, the differential pressure switch will energize. So by using differential pressure switch, we can monitor the status of the AHU filters. This is a pre-installed filter monitoring device of an AHU. It is called manometer. Liquid manometers measure differential pressure by balancing the weight of a liquid between two pressures. This is a standalone device, meaning it does not connected remotely. You have to check it by schedule to know the status of your filter. This is the actual differential pressure switch installed in AHU for free filter and bag filter status. As you can see, the plastic tubing connected to the AHU is separated according to the positive and negative port connection of the differential pressure switch. The pressure connection tubes can be in any length, but the response time increases if longer than 2 meters. So we already have a filter monitoring sensor. We will connect it to the DGP later after we finish all our tasks.